Hey student, watch this video and learn word stress in questions in English. Coming up. Hey my friends, Teacher Prix here to help you talk to anyone, anywhere, anytime in English. First of all, thank you so much for joining me on another English lesson. If it's your first time here, I invite you to subscribe because from Monday to Friday, I have many interesting lessons for you guys. I think I have more than 400 videos here of all kinds, listening tips, reading tips, vocabulary, grammar, because I want to make sure that you become a better and more confident English speaker. So make sure to subscribe. Let's get down to business and talk about word stress in questions, okay? Now, what is this? I don't have many videos about pronunciation here. I do have some videos about pronunciation, about intonation as well. Word stress, if I just focus on the stress of a word, it's how you pronounce that word. It's the pronunciation of the word, okay? So comfortable, come. That's where you stress comfortable, okay? It's not comfortable or comfortable. No, it's comfortable. That's where you stress the word, okay? Now, what I'm going to show you tonight is a little bit different. I'm going to show you word stress in questions and how, depending on your intonation, you may be giving a different idea. Okay, so whenever we ask a question, I have some words that I need to use in a correct sequence, and my intonation will usually rise. How are you? How are you? My intonation changes a little bit. Now, depending on the question and what you want to know, the stress will be different. The word you're going to stress will be different, and you will be giving a different idea depending on the word you stress, okay? So you see how I stressed a different idea because I want you to understand that. It's important for me that you understand that depending on the word I stress, I'll be getting a different meaning, okay? Not translation, but my focus will change. So here we go. Well, there are three different types of questions. We have yes and no questions. We have either or, a given option or another option kind of question. And we have the 5 W8 questions, well, W questions. Who, what, where, when, why, and how. We have other variations, how often, how long, but the basic ones are these ones, okay? In tonight's lesson, I'm going to focus on question type number 3. Where we ask questions, we ask specific questions with what, where, when, W questions, okay, or W8 questions because we have how as well. Now, if you're joining this for the first time, I have a question here for you in the chat. How often do you practice pronunciation? Let me know here. How often do you practice pronunciation? And if you are watching the replay, let me know in the comments, how often do you practice pronunciation and intonation? Because there are specific exercises, intonation, because I'm not a very good typer. So how often do you practice that? Because honestly, guys, I do this every week, okay? I think I practice pronunciation and intonation 3 times a week. I have other practices. I practice vocabulary, grammar, and other things that I like to do in English. I like to read, I like to listen, but I also practice my intonation and my pronunciation, and I do very specific exercises. So I want to know about you. How often do you practice? And when I ask how often, I want to know the frequency. Once, twice a day, that's a lot. 3 times a week, 4 times a month. How often? Okay? Excellent. So in tonight's lesson, I'm going to show you word stress in W questions, okay? So, stress and meaning. Depending on the word you stress, you give more emphasis to, you will be giving a different meaning. The listener will understand your question a little bit differently, okay? Now, it doesn't mean this is bad or good. Just because you stressed the wrong word, doesn't mean the person will be offended or will not understand you. of course, that if you ask a question very angrily, then the person might be a little offended, or you may surprise this person in a bad way, okay? You may take this person aback, okay? Now, here, what would you like is different from what would you like. So you see, it's very subtle. What would you like? What would you like? So there is a difference between these guys. And because my intonation is different and I am stressing a different word, I'm going to be giving a different idea, a different meaning. Fabio, you never practiced that? Oh my God, tonight you have an opportunity, my friend. Moneda, that's amazing. Thanks for joining. I think I sent you an email, right? Did you see my email? Check your spam, okay? Because I didn't get a reply from you. Now, this is what I'm showing you tonight. It is important to know where to stress. This is unbelievable. I live in a noisy place. I don't like noise. It makes me angry. Anyways, why is this important? Because depending on what you stress in a sentence, you will give a different idea, okay? Now, is this gonna stop the person from understanding you? No, okay? The person will still understand, but it's important to learn this. And there are specific exercises to help you practice this kind of intonation and pronunciation exercise, okay? Jessica Guajardo, hello. You practice 5 times a week with me. Hello, girl, thanks. Filco doesn't, Plinio doesn't practice either. Oh no. After tonight's lesson, you will be practicing this more. I believe this will inspire you to keep practicing, okay? Now, general. When I'm asking a very general question, what do you like? Like, or the verb, will be stressed. The last word of my question. It's typically a verb. There may be a complement, depends on the question you're asking. But when your idea is general, you can emphasize, you can stress the final part of the question, such as the last verb or the last word. And that basically means you are making just a general request for information. It's just a simple request for information. So what do you need? I don't know what you need. It's a general question. You can tell me 100 million things. I'm not being specific. I don't know what's going on. I'm not asking you this question because I believe there is a problem with you. So, hey, what do you need? Hey, what do you want to eat? Eat. Okay, what do you want to eat? So it's a general question. I want to know what the person wants to eat. What do you want to eat? So my intonation is a little bit stronger. And when I say stronger, guys, take it easy like Sunday morning, okay? You don't need to be too strong, too intense. And this may be a little bit difficult for Latin people like me, people from South America, people from Latin countries, people that are very emotional. We like to highlight things. My second Harvard teacher always told me, Priscilla, you are very intense. Take it easy, girl. Well, he didn't say take it easy, girl, because that's not what he said. But he basically said, he would like to say, Priscilla, take it easy on your pronunciation, on your exaggeration, okay? So, what do you need? What do you need? What do you need? So you see the first few parts, what do you need? Okay, what do you want to eat? So this, and I'm not speaking fast. I'm not speaking this part very fast on purpose, okay? It's just that you need to get used to that. I'm not going to ask someone in a conversation, hey, what do you need? I can, but that's weird, okay? So it's practice. I got to this level because I practiced a lot of repetition, okay? Now, a pronoun. If I emphasize, if I stress the pronoun, what do you like? Basically, if you I'll talk about this later, but when you stress the noun, it means that you are only focusing on one person, on an individual person from a group. So maybe you are in a room and there are 10 people. So you look at Mr. Murphy and you say, hey, what do you want? What are you? And this is not rude, okay? I just mean that I want to know about you, not about the others, okay? So maybe I'm serving things to people, it's a party, and hey, what do you want? A chicken? Okay, great. So I am stressing the pronoun because I want to direct my question. I'm not directing it to everybody, but to one single person. Hey, what do you want to eat? Oh, me, I don't know, whatever you want, okay? So that's what I mean, okay? Awesome. Now, auxiliary. If I stress the auxiliary, I'm giving a different idea, and here I have two possible scenarios for you guys. What would you like? Scenario 1. You're talking to someone, you're having a conversation with someone, and you want to know, the person explained to you, in this case, okay, what do you want? What would you want? What do you want? In this case, I'm talking to someone and I want to know more specifically what that person wants or what that person would like or what that person needs. So in that case, I will stress the auxiliary verb. What would you want? What do you need? Okay, because I want to know more, not because I'm angry. No, maybe the person was not very clear, or maybe it was not very clear to me, so I want that person to explain a little bit more what the person wants or needs or would like. Okay, now 2 A's. Scenario A again. I love it. It's B, okay? Scenario B. In the second possible scenario, you are the person you're talking to rejected all your suggestions. Okay, you gave this person a million suggestions of things you can do, things you can eat, but the person says no to everything. So you look at them, and these you could be a little angry, okay? Not very, but in this case, you are a little upset. So, I don't know, Frank, I really don't know what we can eat. So what would you like? Because I offered you everything, so what would you like? Because I'm tired, I don't know what else I can offer you. So what do you want? Because you don't want to do this, you don't want to do that, you don't want to eat this, you don't want to do that. So what do you want? Please, tell me. So that's the idea. So you see, same questions I'm showing you here, different ideas, okay? And how do you get better at this? Now, I don't like to make references to other languages, but I don't know where you're from. We have many Brazilian people, Latin people, people from different countries, in Asia, in Europe. But in every language, we have that aspect, okay? So if you think about your language, and you know that I'm not encouraging, I don't encourage translations on my channel, but if you get these questions, translate them to your language and ask, changing the stress in the words, you may have a very similar experience. Maybe not 100% the same, but it may be very similar, okay? We do this in pretty much in most languages. I don't know all the languages in the world, but there is stress. We stress different words when we want to give different ideas. So you do this in your language. You probably do this in your language. So it's just a matter of understanding that in English we do that too. And that is important. And many English learners don't do this, don't study this, don't practice this, okay? Tell me here in the comment, is it the first time you see a lesson like this here on YouTube? Let me know. And if you would like to see more lessons about intonation and how to make appropriate intonations in sentences, let me know too. Moving on. The W8 question, okay? The W question word or W8 or the 8 question word. What would you like? Here I also have 2 possible scenarios. Maybe you didn't hear, you didn't listen. The person was and he's like, what did you say? What do you want to eat? Oh, okay, sorry, I didn't hear you. Or the second scenario is because you don't believe what you heard, okay? What do you want to eat? Really? So that's a surprise because you don't believe what you heard. So maybe you ask a friend, hey, what do you want to eat? Oh, I want to eat lasagna with strawberries. What do you want to eat? Strawberry and lasagnas? Are you crazy? Are you out of your mind? That's not how you do this. That's not how you eat lasagna. Anyways, you are surprised. So what would you what do you want to eat? Oh, okay. I don't have it here, but let's order this food, I guess. So this is the idea. Okay, guys. So that's these are some important ways to stress words in English, and to get better at this, there's not really a simple solution to that. I am talking about this tonight because I imagine that many of you study alone and you may not know how to do this, how to study this. So there are many wonderful channels on YouTube, there are many websites on the internet where you can find more intonation. This is just like a little bit of what you should be doing and of what you should be studying, okay? The thing is that many English learners study alone and they don't connect their journey with other aspects of the language, such as a clear pronunciation and intonation, practice shadowing. So yes, strawberry and lasagna. Italian people, please don't kill me. I've never eaten lasagna and strawberries, swear. So think about it, okay? If you want to speak more clearly, you do need to spend some time practicing intonation and questions and stressing and learning about this, okay? Maybe this is new to you, but there are resources you can use to learn more. Tonight you have my lesson. Watch it over, check it out, and if possible, share this lesson with your friends. I would really appreciate if you could share, because that way other people will get this information, okay? Other than that, my friends, would you like to learn more about intonation lessons? Let me know here in the comments and I can prepare more intonation lessons for you guys. Thank you so much, and I will see you tomorrow for another English lesson. Bye bye!